is sitting right in front of me. Look at that. And I'm going for a nice dip here. Hey everyone, it's Mark Weens in Bangkok, Thailand. I'm hanging out with my buddy Joel, and for dinner tonight we're at a Chinese restaurant which is called Tang Jua Li. And this restaurant in Thai, it's the type of Chinese food they serve. This restaurant specifically serves, in Thai it's called Tatju food, and in English that's pronounced Tiu sometimes, and then in Chinese, Chao Shan. And so that's where this food is coming from. There's a lot of Thai people that originate in that area. Oh, and the sashimi has just arrived. And this restaurant is especially known for serving traditional style of this Chinese food. อันนี้ปลาดิบกินกับปลาไหลครับปลาดิบกินกับปลาหนีไหมครับกินนี่อ๋อน้ำจิ้มนี่กินกับผักด้วยไหมครับ Oh, the steamboat has arrived. Dog, look at that. And before we dig into the food, I want to say a big thank you to Ronnie for this restaurant recommendation. Big thank you to Ronnie. And we got there's taro in there, and also we got barramundi fish. I think all the dishes are here that we ordered. We got mostly their specialties. If you didn't know this was a variation or one of the regional Chinese cuisines, you would not even think this is Chinese food because it's so unstereotypical of what Chinese food is. It looks unbelievably good. The trophy that we got is the fish head hot pot steamboat, and you can see down there, oh man, it's just loaded with charcoal. It's gonna be boiling away for our entire meal. There's taro in here. We got it with bakapong, which is barramundi fish. I can see. Let's try to get a little steam bath. Dude, it's not a strong aroma, but I can smell the taro in there, as well as some of the cilantro coming in that steam. Oh, this looks beautiful, brilliant. Thanks. And then there's also, you can see down here, here's a piece of taro. Here's a piece of taro. Thanks. And then there's also maybe some strips of seaweed or something in here too. Oh, look at that fish, that oily, beautiful fish. That broth, it's insane. Oh, that's gonna be a hot bite. That is gonna be a steaming hot bite. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's amazing.
The fish meat is so tender.
The fish is so fresh. Oh. And it's so flaky. Oh, and then that taro. The taro is creamy. And it has a starchier, it's like potato but more starchy. That is a very pure tasting soup.
That broth is amazing.
Oh, wow.
It's so clean.
Both Joel and I love spicy food. This is not spicy whatsoever, but it's just like stunningly simple perfection.
The quality ingredients and dude, the time-honored simplicity of Chinese food just can't be beat.
The steamboat is absolutely sensational, but this sashimi is sitting right in front of me, and it's just beautifully topped in an entire layer of sesame seeds. And it comes with a couple of different, I think they said that this is the sauce that you're supposed to dip the sashimi in. But then it also came, I think, with this plate of vegetables. Is that thinly sliced pineapple, I think? It's so beautiful. It's just displayed so beautifully. Oh, look at that.
กินกับน้ำจิ้มอันนี้จะมากับผัก
Oh, okay, กินกับน้ำจิ้มกินกับผักด้วย Oh. เอาคนน้ำจิ้ม Okay, Auntie has just come over and she said that we need to stir up the sauce. Oh, there is
underneath. There's some oil.
There is, yeah, there's something. And I'm going for a nice dip here. Oh, that is insane. That is so tender. And it literally, you can taste that the sesame seed flavor has just an outstanding toasted sesame seed flavor. It's not slimy at all. It's
and the sauce actually is not that sweet. I was expecting it to overpower. I tasted the sesame first and then the fish.
We need to have another slice immediately. That is unbelievably good. Just simple perfection yet again. Like the sashimi itself is delicious, but that sesame crust is what elevates it to like new and exciting levels. Okay, next up we gotta try the osuwan, which is an oyster omelet, and you can just see how plump those oysters are glistening in the light here. And then there's egg in here. There might be some kind of a batter. This just looks like something you wanna like dive into.
A gooey, delicious mess.
And you have to get a plump oyster on this bite as well. You do not need teeth to chew those oysters. They literally just completely dissolve, melt into liquid in your mouth.
Once you bite through the outer, whatever's keeping this together, it's just the same texture as the eggs inside.
Yeah, they're just literally wrapped up into that gooey, eggy, just plain but delicious gooey egg mixture. Let's take a quick break and let's add the lettuce. It's like some kind of lettuce or vegetable to the steamboat before our soup all boils away. And she just mentioned that she's gonna bring us some more soup, so that will be a welcome addition. Oh, it's slimy. Wow. It's kind of lettucey though, but kind of slimy. Kind of like a cross between lettuce and spinach.
Yeah, it's not a bad slimy. And the aftertaste is like spinach.
No, like a really good slimy. Okay, we've got one more interesting dish to try next.
ป้าครับสอนวิธีกินหน่อยครับ
And we need to ask how to eat it.
กินไม่เผ็ดที่วันนี้ก็จิ้มน้ำสลัดแล้วค่ะ
อันนี้น้ำอะไรครับ
น้ำสลัดค่ะ
อ๋อ น้ำสลัด
ที่วันนี้ก็จิ้มเลยค่ะ แล้วก็น้อยถ้าจะกินเครื่องเคียงก็กินคีบกินแค่นี้
This is nam salad, and in Thai that is like mayonnaise-y dressing. It's salad dressing, but it's kind of more like a sweet mayonnaise almost. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys what this is. In Thai, it's called pet yen, and in English, that would just translate to cold goat. So we're eating a plate of cold goat. And they said they preserve it all in-house here. They make everything in-house, so this is not a canned. They preserve it themselves, and it looks kind of like ham with a fatty crust around the like a jellied crust around the outside. Mayonnaise goo. Oh, that is really gooey. You gotta use your tightest grip on this cold goat before it slides out of your chopsticks and into the fire pot. Oh, you can. I'm gonna heat mine a little bit over the. Okay, one bite it.
True.
That is interesting. I didn't really care for the mayonnaise salad dressing, but I really like the cold goat.
Once that went away, the flavor of the meat came through.
It does taste very similar to ham.
Yeah.
On the inside, but then that outer
It's nice and chewy.
crust is like a deconstructed like jelly skin. Yeah, truly what really stands out about this food is how simple both the ingredients, the combinations, and the flavors are, yet how impressively good it is. Everything tastes so fresh and so balanced, but even with not that many flavors. So things are not overly salty, but perfectly salty. Things are, you can taste every ingredient that they use and that you see. For instance, the sashimi. You can see every ingredient and you can taste every ingredient. Nothing is masked, nothing's covered up, but everything is just layered in just very few layers of flavor, but they just all impress your mouth all at the same time.
Oh,
That's like a sesame seed, sesame oil, vinaigrette.
Vinegar for sure.
Oh, I like it with that sauce too. That charcoal just stays hot for your entire meal, so that you have just flaming hot fish the entire meal. I love it. This is old school steamboat. I love how a lot of restaurants don't use the charcoal anymore. It does not cool off. Okay, we have finished all the food, but even the coals have outlasted us. There's still a bed of coals down there. What a meal that was. That was so satisfying. Everything was good. The steamboat was excellent beyond belief. The sashimi was just probably my favorite dish of the entire meal.
I love that soup.
That soup.
As it got better, it was already amazing, and it got better as the meal goes
As we
on.
kept on eating. Oh, and even the gelatinous cold goat. I've had Dachu food before in Bangkok, but I think this is the best meal that I've had of Dachu food. And there's also lots of Dachu influence in many of the street food dishes, but this is like a complete meal, and these are some of the unique, harder to find dishes. But really, the most amazing thing about this meal is how simple the ingredients and the combinations are, but just how good they are. My mouth was rejoicing with the simplicity of this meal. Thank you all very much for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also remember to subscribe for lots more food and travel videos, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you again for watching.